Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to go ahead and do a fun little it's not really a wreath, it's more of just like a door hang for my pantry door. I wanted to do something a little bit different than your traditional wreath for Valentine's Day. Anyway, and we're going to do just a couple other DIY projects. I really hope you enjoy them. If you haven't already, please make sure to show me some love by giving me that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please make sure you join the fam by hitting that subscribe button. All right, guys, let's get into it. So as customary on my channel, I found this heart at the Dollar Tree and I wanted to do something quite a bit different. I didn't want to use any type of vinyl or stickers or anything like that. So I am going to show you guys just a little bit of a different way to use your creativity and think outside of the box. And yes, that's play in words, you guys will see what I mean.
I keep on thinking back on it. Escaped with our first real paycheck. Wasn't much, but we needed less, yeah, than we do now. We were driving along the coast. I felt the ocean breeze on my face. Wanted to go as far as we ever could. So many years have passed, but even though sleeping at the worst motel somewhere. We had rashes for days. Do you remember that? In spite of everything that we lack, nothing compares to the freedom we had. I would do it again if you say the word. So many years have passed, but
now this cute little heart was actually from Walmart, and I thought it was so cute because it looks like a little shiplap heart. And this one was only 98 cents. So if you guys are interested, definitely pick one up there.
Even
another week, another day, another hour since you went away, and so cliche you didn't say goodbye. I've been waiting for so long, still debating what went wrong. All by myself, you pulled away, you could didn't say what we were struggling with. It's one of us, it's obvious, but who's to really blame? There's an aching in my heart. All the questions that I've got are keeping me up at night. With all these things I'm going through, I still wish the best for you. You're not the only one to love. There's plenty more under the sun. You'll find the one you need. Reach your total fantasy. You go out and get him, and I will find a better you. Ooh, a better you. Ooh. And so it seems I never dreamed that I would figure out that there are things that kinda bring you to a screeching stop. There's no way to save your heart. You just gotta play your part, and it will turn out all right. With all these things I'm going through, I still wish the best for you. You're not the only one to love. There's plenty more under the sun. You'll find the one you need. Reach your total fantasy. You go out and get him, and I will find a better you. So in time, I will find all the things
This has been my favorite type of bow to do lately, just because it's so funky and fun, and I love all the different types of ribbon. I think it just gives it such a cute look. And you're gonna definitely just repeat the exact same thing on the other side, and that pretty much completes the main focal point of this cute little hangy thingy. I don't want to call it a wreath because it's not, you guys. I don't know what you would call it. You'll have to fill me in on what you think it's called.
I'm looking for. With all these things I'm going through, I still wish the best for you. You're not the only one to love. There's plenty more under the sun. You'll find the one you need. Reach your total fantasy. You go out and get him, and I will find a better you. Ooh, a better you.
Ultimately, I just thought that adding a few beads would just add a little something something to my little door hang. So if you didn't know this already, if you're too lazy like myself to grab a needle, if you just put a little bit of hot glue to your twine or whatever you're working with, it will make it hard, and it'll easily allow you to thread your beads. So that's a little hack. Just be careful not to burn yourself. I swear my fingers are so used to the heat, it's crazy. But anyway, so the little beads are just a little added little something something. I'm just kind of measuring how short I want my little string, since it's again gonna go over my pantry. But that pretty much concludes it, you guys. I think it's so cute. You'll have to let me know what you think down in the comments below, but that pretty much is it.
Better you. Ooh, a better you. I will find a better you.
Alright guys, so for my next DIY, I got this rolling pin at HomeGoods for $4.99. I wanted to show you guys that you can do another hack where you don't need a Cricut cutter or stickers, and you can make it look just like Rae Dunn stuff, font, or pretty much any type of pattern, you guys. So I really hope you guys love this hack. Now, I wanted something that I could use year round, but also I'll show you how I will personally add my touch so that I could also be used seasonally, and I'll tell you what I mean here shortly. So first we're going to go ahead and paint this white, and just as a heads up, I do 2 coats of paint.
I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way
Okay, so this is what it looks like after the 2 coats of paint. Now, I decided to leave the handles the natural wood color, and this is what the Rae Dunn napkins that we're going to use for our project. I got it for $3 at Marshall's. What you're going to want to do is take the napkin apart, and you're going to want the absolute thinnest piece of the napkin you could possibly get. As you can see here, it literally is the smallest, thinnest little piece, and you're going to cut it as close as possible to the letters as you possibly can. I did show you this hack in Halloween using a black napkin, if you guys can remember that, and you can use a Mod Podge. I'm going to go ahead and use matte since my paint is matte, but you can use a traditional one if you want. You'll also need some cling wrap, and I use a roller that I got from Dollar Tree, but you can just use your fingers as well. And you can line them up just like you saw me doing there, or I'm going to do something a little bit fun, and I'm going to kind of put one a little bit higher than the other one just to kind of change it up a bit. And that's kind of the beauty of creating your own DIY project, is that you can put your own spin on it. So where you want your words to be, you're going to go ahead and dip a brush into your Mod Podge. I always get corrected on how I say that, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. And you're going to see me go ahead and do this. You're going to go ahead and put a layer down, and then you're going to go ahead and attach your word. And now be very careful, just because it is going to break. It's super duper thin. So if you mess with it too much, it will bubble up or it will break. And that's the roller from Dollar Tree that I was referring to. Highly recommended. It's $1. Anyway, as you can see there are no bubbles, and it looks perfect, you guys. And you're going to repeat the process for the other word. And again, that's only if you choose to, do this. But this is a great way to get these fun words without having a Cricut. Now I have one, but I wanted to show you guys that you don't need one. And then I'll show you a baby one where I did use my Cricut. So stay tuned.
make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you.
All right, guys, so the idea is for you to pour a very little amount on top, which is going to seal your project. And clearly I did not do that. I definitely overdid it. Luckily, I was able to wipe most of it off without completely ruining this all the way. It actually ended up still working out and turning out great. This is just going to seal it so that it doesn't budge. So it's sealed, the bottom part and the top part. So now we're going to go ahead and just do the same process and leave it alone, you guys. Leave it alone. All I'm doing there is making sure the air bubbles are out and then pushing down the ends. Once it dries, you'll get to see the final result, and then it is absolutely gorgeous. And this is the mini roller that I had painted that I will be adding my vinyl from my Cricut that I'm going to show you guys the end result here in just a moment. I almost forgot to mention that the way that I like to make my projects be seasonal, even though this one could be used year round, is by adding a cute bow that's seasonal. So for my little one, I went ahead and added a pink bow because that one will be specifically a Valentine's one, where I'm going to add Be Mine. But for the Bon Appetit, I'm going to go ahead and add my hearts ribbon and my red and white buffalo check ribbon. Okay guys, so for this project, I saw this super cute little house at Dollar Tree. And yes, it has a heart, and yes, it says love, but you know your girl wanted to change it up. Now let me just go ahead and skip over this part because it was pretty gruesome. I could not, for the life of me, I don't know what type of glue they use, but I'd love to know. It was impossible to get rid of the heart. You guys, I messed this up so hardcore. So let me just tell you that we went ahead and used the backside of this. So let's just fast forward to that part. Okay, welcome back. I know I'm silly. All right, so basically what we're going to go ahead and do with this super duper cute house is we're going to go ahead and customize it. And if you guys saw my last video where I turned those super cute letters from Dollar Tree, or words I should say, into the gnomes, you saw that I use this buffalo check pattern. So today I wanted to add this to the back of my little house, or to my little house I should say. Now if you guys have been with me for a while, you've seen that I have my own Mod Podge, you guys, whatever, you get what I'm saying. You saw in my previous tutorial that I used the homemade version, the store-bought version, and this is my homemade version, so you go with whatever you want. I have told you guys how I made it in the past, but anyway, so now we're going to go ahead and paint these super cute hearts, my custom colors. Again, I used this in last week's tutorial, but these are my Valentine colors, which are pink and red, a very soft pink, and this beautiful apple red is what it's called. And so we can go ahead and get our little project going. So while the house is drying, we have the material drying underneath, and now we're going to go ahead and do the little hearts. We're going to paint them.
I've been so selfish and made you believe that you're not good enough, but you're all I need. I take you places that you've never been.
I try to warn you guys that this side was not pretty. I wasn't lying. Unless you guys have some trick or tip for us, I probably wouldn't recommend getting this specific house from Dollar Tree. They have other ones. I kind of wish I would have got the other ones, but you know what? This is going in my hutch and you can't see the other side, so it's not a big deal for me. But if you plan on putting this on a tier tray or somewhere where you're going to be able to see both sides, just take that into consideration, okay? But this turns out so stinking cute and I'm so excited to share. But as you can see, we basically just trimmed the edges on that.
And I would give you the world if you let me try again. Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know.
So as you can see, we're also going to go ahead and seal the top just so that it could be nice and hardened once it dries. Now the beauty is that you don't even have to wait for it to dry. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is taking some cotton twine. And then we are going to go ahead and just kind of twist it around in a fun little way. And I just think, you know, like our lives are intertwined in our homes. I know it sounds silly, but it's the truth.
That I'm lost without you, I'm not without you. I hope I can show.
Now we're going to bring in my favorite wooden stickers from Dollar Tree, and you're just going to rub off the back sticker part, and we're going to glue them together the way that you want. I just kind of played around till I got them the way that I wanted. And you guys, this little project is so stinking cute. You add ribbon, and that pretty much concludes this little DIY. It is so stinking cute. You guys will have to tell me what you think at the end once I add my ribbon.
You mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. I just don't know what to do if you Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that
Well guys, that concludes today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed these projects. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up and share my content with anyone you think might like it. Thanks for tuning in. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye guys.